Welcome back to the channel, folks. Welcome back. Bo Biddle. Is him over there? Do not think that's him. He's not much for porch swings. Looks like there's a random porch swing over there. He doesn't like those. What he does like is this. And who is this from and what is this? Is what I'm about to tell you. Folks, this thing is amazing. First things first, Franklin, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Their info is on the bottom of the screen. Those are the people that have supplied us with this amazing vehicle. I'm super excited. We tried to shoot one of these a couple months ago and it was raining, so we're kind of rushed. Didn't have the chance to really talk about all the fancy things. So we're gonna take the time to do that today. Again, Franklin, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Big shout out to them. Their info's on the screen. Hit them up. If you have interest in a Wagoneer, a Jeep, a truck, whatever, they got it. They got a used car section, bunch of cool stuff up there. So hit their website up. Moving on. Just gonna go ahead and mention it. There's a merch link in the description. If y'all would like to support us, it's another way that we figured out that y'all want to help support. So go to the merch link, check out what we got: hats, shirts, pullovers, zip ups, cups. We are always adding stuff, so be sure to check it out. Okay. We're moving on. I can hear Bo Biddle, even though he's not here. I can hear him yelping at me about just getting to it. So that's what we're gonna do. So here it is, 2021 Jeep Wagoneer. Now this one is kind of in the mid-level spec. They are still hilariously expensive because it's hard to find these things right now. This one's all black. You can see a little bit of the glimmer. It's got a really nice paint to it, a bunch of sparkle in the paint, and then the interior is completely blacked out too. So let's do our thing and get to it. First things first, here's the key. Now this is a sizable key. It feels nice and weighted. I like it, and I think, see how it says press this twice and then it goes down? I can see it starting to move a little bit, and I also didn't raise it up, but there it goes. You can see front going down, and now the rear is starting to do its thing. It takes a brief moment for it to air itself out, but it will do it. And you can see it's still kind of sitting itself down, definitely eliminating the majority of that tire gap in the front, and it's kind of leveling itself at the same time. Just gave me the flash, which means it's done doing its lowering thing, and there it is. That's it in its lowest. Now this is supposed to be the easily approachable or easily approached angle as far as the height, and this thing is a massive truck, so it does kind of help when they do it does kind of help that they lower it. There's the rear hatch. I don't know about y'all, it's kind of very Range Rover-esque. Sorry about all that noise. There is active construction. I mean, this is a Jeep, so you know we got to be in the active construction zone. All right, back to the key. Press this twice and that door will open. All right, there's the NCC bag. This one does have the third row, and if you're wondering, all Jeeps come with this cool little baggy thing. This one's got its nice subwoofer tucked here in the rear, a couple random hanger things, which is nice, and then a nice little, I don't even know what goes in there, but whatever that is for. Hold this button and you can set it. You can see how it says hold to set. You can set it to be at a different height for your garage if your garage is too tall or whatever. Nice little tie downs here, little clippy things. All right, so we make our way to this side, some power, another little hanging bobbers. And then this is for your seats if you want to lay them down. So we're gonna start with that second row, press the button, and boom, that thing like flies forward. I'm gonna go ahead and press it on this side as well, and then that one goes down. I moved that one up a little bit, that's why it hasn't gone flat. Same with this other side. These guys will go flat, and I'll show you that here in a second, but I didn't want to have to mess with moving all the seats, the front seats, I guess. So now we can do the third row, or you can do the third row before. That one is automatic, where the other ones you hear them kind of hit a switch and they open. This one clearly lays down nice and flat, and then this mobobber goes flat as well. It's clearly got a little spring in it still, since it's a brand new vehicle. Again, with the nice power outlets, as well as like a legit, I mean, this isn't soft or anything, but it's definitely a legit armrest and cup holder right there for the children's, and you can see an air conditioning vent there as well, which is nice. This one doesn't have the pano roof, so it is going to be a little bit more affordable. That doesn't mean that it's affordable for everyone, but that does mean I'm going to go ahead and press this guy and get this one to go down. Again, the seat belt does go with it, so I'm not sure how you're supposed to not let that happen, but it does do that, and then you're stuck with the seat belt there. Y'all drop it in the comments. What are you supposed to do about this? I know you clearly don't attach it, but another quick press of the button and they both start rising back up, which is really nice. Now the seats up front, they don't move unless you go up there to move them yourself. So let's make our way up there. We'll kind of shoot back. Again, the button to close this is right here. Make sure I get all my stuff inside. Go ahead and close this. It gives you the second to get out of the way, which is really nice, because a lot of these buttons are on this end of it, so it's kind of weird to have to reach inside and run away real quick. Just a quick shot of these wheels. I do like the look of them. What are they? 20s. So 20s are coming stock on SUVs now. This does have the auto start, so let's go ahead and do that while we're at it. See if we can get the exhaust noise. Sounds healthy, folks. This comes with this one I think has the 5.7 and it's got the e-torque option. Y'all go ahead and Google that. I don't have the time to explain it, nor do I know it, enough about it, but it does have an extra punch of torque that comes from a hybrid setup, I guess is the best way to put it. Let's make our way in here. We got the door cards and the contrasting stitching and this fake wood, or whatever they want to call this. This is some of the nicest stuff in the game. This looks so nice. I mean, really have to climb up to like Range Rover status to get something nicer than this. Go ahead and put these seats back, and I'll just kind of give you all the quick little, there's a button right here. If you press that, it gives you the ability, that's the how you enter into the third row. Now that's not a very big area. You can see it's not very big. So that kind of makes you want to do this, and then that goes flat. And clearly you can step on this as a kid. I'm an adult, I am not going to step on this, but that's probably the easier way to let the kids in and out. This doesn't flip up. I thought it flipped up. Maybe it does, and I don't know what I'm doing. Again, drop it in the comments if it does flip up. I think this is the position for which you're stuck with. Now here's your third row. Again, there's no glass roof, which is, I think I'd rather have the glass roof option. But these seats look like they're pretty decently comfortable, nicely padded. And they are bolstered, as you can see, which is really nice for a third row. And again, it does have that extra layer of wood. Not all of these guys, when they do it, put that extra layer of wood in there. They usually put plastic, but this one does, and I like the look. Sorry about the crazy sun flares. It is a beautifully sunny day, but it's definitely kind of cold out. I'm gonna make my way around to the other side of the vehicle. You can hear it telling me, hey, I'm on, bro, as it honks at me. And I'm pretty sure the way to get these things, oh look, Christmas music. Let's go ahead and turn that off. All right, when you press the start button, it does make it so that you're on. We're all on now, I do believe, yeah. In park, and it's just gonna blink at me for a while. So there we go. All right, now I'm gonna, the reason I wanted to turn the car on was so that y'all could see. Get the seat up. Again, these recline, which is nice captain's chair setup. Here is all of the fun stuff in the back. You've got a hilarious amount of power plugs, and all shapes, sizes, forms, even the ones that you get at your house. Heated and cooled seats. It's got a digital dash set up out here. Here's your heated, sorry, not cooled, they're heated seats right here. That's right here. Now this is a brand new vehicle. I think it has like 12 miles on it, something like that. So also nice AC vents. They look kind of aggressive. Do like the look of those. Again, with the door cards, plenty of room for storage. They just look nice. This nice little curved edge, so it rolls in there. I like it. Good job, Jeep. Left my drink there on purpose so you can kind of see that's a normal bottle. You can fit a bigger bottle plus more stuff. It's like, I mean, how much more room do you need? Nice little spot for your cell phone there. As we make our way in here, I'm gonna go ahead and slide the seat all the way back. It was already pretty far back, but I'm gonna move it all the way back. move this thing all the way in. You can see nice little automatic button for the steering wheel. Some things that are coming on the super high-end luxury vehicles for years, and now you can get it in a Jeep. All right, first things first, this steering wheel, I love the look of it. It's kind of classy. You got the nice little wood grain, the aluminum bevel, very similar to everything else in the vehicle. It's got the same exact kind of feel. Look at that dash. That just looks so cool. I know there's a bunch of different ways to kind of cycle through what you got going on. But I just love the look of that simple dash. Nothing's crazy. I'm pretty sure you can put the navigation in there if you want. I'm not a huge fan of over screening myself. Sometimes it gets too bright, but it is really cool. It's super functional. Can move through all the different little settings. This is a height setting. Right now we're at the lowest, and it looks like you can, there we go, there comes the map as she pops up, and there, now my speedo, there we go. So and it does have a heads-up display. It's hard to show heads-up displays. It does have a heads-up display, but there it is. So there's the map. There's what your speed would be. Really nice. I really like the look, feel, and touch of this whole setup. Especially this is all new for sure. This as well is new. So here's your heated and cooled seats. I'll go ahead and turn this down a little bit. Set it at 85, which is a little crazy. Oh yeah, see, it's mad at me because my seatbelt wasn't buckled. I'm trying to do driver things. Okay, so here's your interface here. It's a very expansive dash. Excuse me. Very expansive dash. This is not leather, but it looks nice. And honestly, like, a lot of people throw their cell phones up here now. This is a nice flat surface that you can put one of those little suction cups on and have your phone kind of sit right here if you really want it to be that way. This is a really nice place to be. There's a huge armrest here. I'm never going to be bumping them. I love the ridge of this as it comes down, the double stitching. I mean, this is just over the top stuff, folks. You don't have to do all of this now. As you look all the way in there, you can see there, I'll turn angular, there are power jacks, and then this is a wireless charging pad right there, which is really nice. And again, if you're not using any of those, another big pile of place to put your storage, which is really cool. Again, sorry, this thing's yelling at me about not putting my seatbelt on. I don't appreciate you talking back to me, but I digress. So we'll go ahead and do what we normally do, which is show the rear view camera. So I would say the camera isn't of the highest quality. It looks a little pixelated, but I like the way that this moves, and you can zoom. This goes to your trailer hitch, which is nice. You press the zoom back out, it comes there. Very simple design, but it does work, and you know, it do what it is. Hit our vehicle here. You can see a couple of little functionalities. You can go back to that third row camera. You can lower the third row rests. They're already lowered, otherwise I would be doing that. But I really like the look of that. And this kind of has, like, you can kind of see, it's kind of got this like marbly background. It looks pretty fancy. And then if you want to have, you see there was just a little delay there. I didn't expect that to happen. It was very surprising. So this is how you kind of can control your airflow. You can also do it just right here. You know, they kind of made a couple redundancies so that it's all available right down here, as well as here if you want to really, you know, I don't know. Some people like this interface, some people don't. Back to the to the apps location. It gives you the opportunity to run this thing via Alexa if you really want to, which is crazy. I'm not a big fan of talking to cars, so I kind of utilize just the normal functions. So what you can see here, it has heated steering wheel as well, which is really kind of cool. Another quick little thing, it does have all of the little ninnies that gives you the tracking on the interstate, the lane keep assist, all those little things as part of the cruise control package, I guess. Or whatever they want to call it. Really like it. So we make our way down here. This is a lot of the new stuff. These are your different modes, which is kind of cool. I'm going to cycle through them, and it will show you the different modes in the middle of the dash, which is really pretty sweet. You know, I'll get out, yeah, snow mode. As I'm doing this, the vehicle is lifting, going through all these different conniptions right here. As I cycled through these, it went and changed those as well, because we were lowered. Now we're in auto and we're at normal height. I could feel it still moving around. I just accidentally pressed 4 low, which I didn't intend to do, but I guess I'll press it again and turn it off. I don't know how to turn that off. Hill descent control, which is right here. Oh, nice. Okay, so it definitely just told me that I just canceled the 4-wheel drive thing, which is nice. So very functional, folks. I'm here to tell you this thing has all the function and form. Look how hilariously deep that is. I mean, that's at least from there to there is probably 18 inches. Hilarious amount of storage and just comfort. Here's another another little storage inside the storage in the lid, where I guess you can put your cell phone. Yeah, there's a charging ports right there. Wow. So overall, I mean, this thing super impressive every time I hop in here. Now, one of the things I'll just kind of show you, this right here moves the pedals back and forth for the shorter folks. The seat is highly maneuverable. Hop out here. The seat is highly maneuverable so that folks of all shapes and sizes will be able to fit inside there, which is awesome. I love the look of the front of the vehicle. It's kind of boxy, but it's nothing over the top, right? It looks like it kind of belongs in the large SUV market. So yeah, what a sweet ride. Sweet ride. Now this thing is stickering in that high $80,000-$90,000 range. I know, just like everybody, there's a little bit of markup put on these things because it's hard to find new cars. But if you're interested in one of these, you can see the huge wheel gap now since we got out of the vehicle. Definitely was all the way down earlier. But all right, if you're interested in this, Franklin Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is the place to get it. That we got this one. They have 2 or 3 on the lot readily available. They have Grand Wagoneers coming. They didn't have one available today, but they do have the Grand Wagoneer, which is, you know, another $20,000 or $30,000 more than this one, as far as like the final price goes. But what a vehicle. Big shout out to Jeep for making such an amazing truck, and our friends here in Franklin for letting us check it out. Their info's on the screen, so y'all hit them up. It's about all I got. Thank you again for viewing. Be sure to check out that merch link. For my man Bo Biddle, that's not him. I am Ben Barber. We'll see you guys in the next video.